When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September.
Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Sorry about all this, but I got up, gosh, it's been a couple hours now, but I took 2 Benadryl last night because I have sinus issues going on. It's more like I feel good today, like other than the way they sound, and feeling tired because I took 2 Benadryl. Last night, it's like that constant feeling like you might have to sneeze, and it was annoying. My nose hasn't been running or anything. If anything, it's been dripping down the back of my throat, although my throat don't hurt or nothing. So anyway, I know it's pretty much the same thing as Swirly, whether we have allergies or, you know, if it's a cold. I know a lot of people have been having a lot of sinus issues lately, so maybe it's just that. Swirly's had hers for a little over a week. Maybe it was a week today. I think she started last Friday of complaining. She's like, Mom, I feel like it's running down the back of my throat. And then so we weren't sure if we're going to go to the concert or not, because we're like, okay, you know, what is this? So, but I mean, right now she's over it and fine. And I think Journey had a little bit yesterday as well, and the day before. But I haven't heard her sneeze once today. I haven't heard her cough or anything, so I think she's good. And me, other than the Benadryl side effects, I feel pretty good. I mean, I had an urge a little while ago to sneeze, but other than that, yeah. And I look like crap because I was up till 4 a.m. So I didn't vlog yesterday. The Melco technician came. All 3 of my machines are working. The Bravo, he spent the longest on the Bravo, so he could not get it to go past needle number 3 for whatever reason. Y'all know I had used it and stitched out stuff, and my issue was with he said the Y, so it wasn't the Z, it was the Y, but he couldn't get it to go past needle number 3, and so he worked on it for a few hours, and I guess it's like process of elimination, figuring out what it might be. Figured out it was the needle bar of number 3, like the needle, the one that holds the needle, 3rd one over here, but it's on that machine. So luckily, I guess he had the part, replaced that part, and after he was getting it all going, he's like, this is gonna be like a brand new machine. I'm like, oh my gosh. And he was saying that that could have been an issue, you know. He's like, there ain't no telling how long it has been like that, because he's like, have you ever noticed it? Have you ever had a z-axis error? I'm like, yes, I've had z-axis error. But I was like, but other than, you know, if it gets stuck at needle, he's talking about, so when you start up the machines, they go, like the Maya home is needle number 9, where I think these ones are needle number 8. So on the Amaya, it's different, and the home needle is 9. But so when it starts up, it kind of goes through a process, and then it goes back to the home button, which is on this one 9. On the Bravo, I think it's 8, and on this one it's 8. So you know, whether or not when it starts up, if it kind of slowed down at 3, and then I've never really paid it any attention. But he said, you know, could have been, he's like, it could have been like that since, you know, you're the previous owner. There ain't no telling. So I was like, well, he was like, and if anybody, which you guys, I had that guy come out. Not this guy. This guy is like, think of Yoda. Okay, he is the master Jedi. I think of this guy as the master Melco technician. His name is Mark Davis. He's really, really nice, really sweet guy. And he just, you know, he came down, and first he started on the Bravo because the Melco, you know, headquarters is in Colorado, so they're behind us by 2 hours. So he's like, it's, you know, they won't be open for another 2 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on this one. He showed up at like 9 o'clock. It was right around 9 o'clock. And so he started on, he's like, okay, well, you know, do this, just if you got something else you want to do, you can go ahead and do that. And, you know, just, he's like, just don't forget to come check on me down here. I'm like, okay. I was like, well, if you need anything, just holler up the stairs, you know, I'll hear you. And so he was down here, and like, when somebody's like, you know, when somebody's like, go do what you want to do, and you're like, okay, well, I can't work right now, then you're like, what do I do? So I just kind of hung out with Journey for a while. We watched some TV. I tried to edit, but I felt funny editing because I thought, what if he hollers up and I'm not in the living room and I don't hear him, you know? So he worked on it for a few hours. And then had me stitch out something, and it was fine. And so did that, and then he worked on the Amaya, and he's like, well, I can't, you know, diagnose if I don't technically see or know what's going on. And I was like, okay, well, let me try to stitch out something. So I got my thing ready to stitch out, and then when it went to stitch out, it was like in between the needles. So he's like, okay. So I don't technically know what he did, but he did change the switches, the sensor switches on these, because he says sometimes they can get oil on them or go out or whatever. He did change the home and the other switch on this because I had the parts. I still have parts that I purchased, $120 worth of parts, but he didn't need them. He didn't know, you know what I mean? So now I'm just like, that one part, I'm like, I wish you would have just changed it, because then I'd know it was changed. I wouldn't feel like I'm wasting parts. But anyway, maybe you can return them, maybe I don't know. Maybe you can return them. We'll see. I'm gonna find out probably Monday. I'll just send them an email and say, I didn't need these parts. Is there any way I can return them? We'll see. But yeah, so then he took this thing all apart, guys. It was just, it looked scary. It was all taken, this whole head was taken off, everything was taken apart. And he ended up, this is from my husband because I didn't come down here when he did this part, but this thing, this part right here, he actually sanded it down because there were some grooves in it, which is funny because I have noticed those grooves in there. Like when I purchased it, I noticed that it had some, like, it was just a little rough, you know what I mean? And I've always noticed when it starts up, it's like, when it's like, like it, you know. So that might have been part of the problem, that, you know, when it hits those grooves, it throws something off, so then it gets in between the needles, and so that might have been the problem with the color changing sensor error or whatever it was called. But then he called Melco, and he didn't know what to do with this machine because, you know, but he talked to Mark Slaughter, which is just hilarious. It's hilarious, guys. Okay, so this guy's name is Mark Davis, and although it's spelled differently, then there is a drummer that I met for Ugly Kid Joe, and his name was Mark Davis. So, and you know, Sterling's into that kind of music, so not Ugly Kid Joe, but so it was a joke that Mark Davis, the Ugly Kid Joe drummer, was coming to work on my machine. So, little, you know, little side humor, not, you know, but and then when he was like, well, I talked to Mark Slaughter, and if you have any issues, you call him. Mark Slaughter is the lead singer for Slaughter. Like, was my, well, it kind of is my favorite. I won't say I don't technically really have a favorite band, but if I had to have a favorite band, I guess Slaughter would be it, because I absolutely love Slaughter. And so I've always loved Slaughter since I was probably like 16 or whenever they came out. I know Mark Slaughter used to play in a band called Mini Vincent Invasion, and I kind of liked him then. And then when he formed the group Slaughter, I really liked them. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So it was just funny that he said that, because he's like, if you have any issues, call Mark Slaughter. I'll call Mark Slaughter. It's like, yeah, his phone number? No, just kidding. Anyway, so he did replace something on this, some kind of something that has to do with the thread rolling issues. And he said, if it happens again, do not live with the issue. Call them ASAP. They will, you know, replace something. I don't remember what he said. They'll replace something, but... So I have 3 working machines, and last night I tried to vlog, but I constantly had this urge to sneeze, like pressure, and so it didn't go too well. So I was just like, you know, I'll just save it for tomorrow. Anyway, I am going to work and try to get as many orders as I possibly can get done today, because it is Saturday, and tomorrow I want to be able to take the entire day up until evening for Journey's birthday party. As soon as her party's over, I say probably by 7:30, 8 o'clock, after we clean up, then I'll probably come down and work some more. But I want to try to get a big bulk out, not out, but done. My plan is to, because packaging just takes so much time. I packaged yesterday and I didn't even have that many packages, but I had a lot of orders, if that makes sense. So I had to take backing off and heat, you know, heat press and all that with maybe 18, 20, I don't remember. I think I had 13 regular first class packages and 2 priority mail. So probably had like 15 packages, but some had double orders, some had triple orders, and you know, it was like pressing. And I watched the entire like the new YOU series on Netflix. I finished that. I watched Clickbait, and I watched Made, M-A-I-D. So I've been busy watching a lot of Netflix series. But anyway, I got me a little stack here I'm gonna work on, and I'll probably set them all up and go upstairs and maybe take a shower, and then when I come down they'll be done, and I'll start another one and then just continue to work after that. So I made 16. It's time for a break. I didn't take a shower yet. It is 3:50, so I'm gonna go upstairs, shower. We're probably gonna go get something to eat, and then I'm going to come back down and work some more. Dinner is served.
You got it. What do you want? Rice? Rice? You want some of that too? Got a cake just for me? Oh my goodness. Are you so excited? You're so excited. Oh, you can pet him. Yeah. These are soft. Hey, Daddy says you already looked at all this. Double dipping? Oh my.
Hey, done your basket?
I did.
Mommy, come over this. Mommy, come over this.
Thank you. Hey guys, do you like my pajamas? Got some new pajamas for you guys to look at. They're Halloween pajamas, but you'll probably see them all year long. So,
So I'm getting ready to continue working. It is now 9:30. I thought it was 8:30. Yeah, that's right. I went through a bit of a time warp by cleaning the carpet upstairs. But now I'm going to have to clean the carpet downstairs. The cat has thrown up all over my floor, which is absolutely disgusting. Why, you guys? So here's the thing. I always keep this door closed so the cats don't come in here, and they know they're not allowed in here. And if you guys don't know, this is how I keep them scared out of here. So anytime they try to come in here, I just do that in the air, scares them, they leave. They know not to come in here. Well, I left the door open because I was working in here this afternoon. I'm not going to show you because there's cat vomit down here. But I have my packages over here on the side. So when I was done, I packaged them up, put the thing on it, and set it here, which I just got me a bin. I'm going to go stick them in right now. I'll go grab it. It's right over here. You better get a scrub brush, too. Nastiness. Anyway, so I picked this up at Walmart tonight. It's just a really tall, big basket. I was using Evans for a while. You're gonna need probably a scrub brush too.
I don't think we have one.
We got some.
One that's,
There's one in the laundry.
but that we probably used that
I
one.
came from the Dollar Tree. We can buy another one. I don't want this vomit in my... Oh, you should have grabbed a bag. You don't have a paper plastic bag?
Do you have one?
No. It's disgusting me.
Can you give me one of those disinfecting wipes? Can I use one of those bags?
No, this costs money. It's not like a grocery bag. Go get a bag. Just gonna do a little cleanup here. Anyway, so I cleaned the carpet upstairs for Journey's party tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna go to church yet. I was debating on working because I do have so many orders I have to get done, and I want to take like tomorrow afternoon into evening off for Journey's party. So, but I still have a ton of, it's like I have double and triple and, you know, I need a scrub brush. That's so disgusting. Anyway, let me get to work.